In Islam, our parents are one of the greatest blessings we have. Their love, sacrifice, and devotion are unparalleled, and the way we treat them has a profound impact not only on our relationship with them, but also on our relationship with Allah. But here's the thing. Sometimes, we get caught up in our busy lives, and we may forget just how important it is to nurture this relationship. We might overlook their sacrifices, speak harshly, or take them for granted. However, Allah continuously guides us to recognize when we've fallen short in treating our parents with the respect and love they truly deserve. These are the moments when Allah sends us clear signs, calling us back to the right path, urging us to improve, and leading us toward bettering our relationships. In this video, we'll explore 4 distinct signs that Allah gives us, signaling that it's time to reflect on how we treat our parents and make changes that bring us closer to them and to Allah. From the feelings of guilt that arise when we've hurt them, to the deep appreciation we begin to feel for their sacrifices, each sign is an invitation to elevate our relationship with our parents. This journey isn't just about improving our family dynamics, it's about growing spiritually and earning Allah's love and mercy. So if you're ready to understand these signs and take action to become a better son or daughter, stick around. This video will inspire you to treat your parents with the respect and love they deserve. And of course, before we dive in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more heart-touching content. 1. When you feel unease or guilt over your actions towards them. The first sign that Allah wants you to improve your relationship with your parents is when you begin to feel a sense of unease or guilt about how you have treated them. This feeling is not just a random emotion, but a divine sign from Allah that you are being called to reflect on your actions and improve. Sometimes, we may get busy with our lives, careers, or personal issues, and neglect the very people who raised us with love and care. However, the moment you begin to feel discomfort or guilt about this neglect, understand that it is Allah's mercy guiding you to turn back to them with kindness and respect. Islam teaches us that the relationship between children and parents is sacred, and there is no excuse for treating them poorly. Our parents, especially our mothers, have sacrificed so much for our well-being and growth. We commanded man to be good in respect of his parents. His mother carried him in her womb, despite weakness upon weakness, and his weaning is in 2 years. We said to man, "Be grateful to me and to your parents. To me is the ultimate return." Allah has placed a great responsibility on us to honor and care for our parents. Their sacrifices for us began even before we were born, and these sacrifices continue throughout our lives. Our mothers, in particular, carried us through the challenges of pregnancy, labor, and early childhood with patience and strength. And yet, many times, we fail to show them the appreciation they truly deserve. When you begin to feel guilty or uneasy, take it as a reminder from Allah to pause and reconsider your behavior. It's a sign that you need to take a step back and reevaluate how you treat them. Allah's reminder in the Quran should be a wake-up call to all of us. The guilt we feel is not a punishment, but rather a way for Allah to guide us back to what is right. It is a sign of mercy, for Allah knows that by improving our relationship with our parents, we not only make them happy, but we also earn His blessings and rewards. When you feel that pang of guilt, don't ignore it or suppress it. Instead, reflect on what you may have done wrong and strive to correct it. You can start by reaching out to your parents, offering an apology if needed, and showing them kindness in both words and actions. Moreover, guilt can also motivate us to change and become better individuals. It can serve as a turning point in our lives when we realize that we have been neglecting the most important people in our lives. Once we acknowledge this, we can begin to take action to mend and improve our relationship with them. This will not only bring us closer to our parents, but will also bring us closer to Allah, for He loves those who seek to better themselves and strive to fulfill their duties with sincerity. Never underestimate the power of a simple gesture of kindness, a phone call, or a heartfelt conversation with your parents. The moment you feel the guilt or unease, it's time to act. Allah loves those who turn to Him in repentance and seek to improve their actions. By improving our relationship with our parents, we fulfill one of the most important duties as Muslims, and we move closer to the path of righteousness and paradise. In this moment of guilt, you are given an opportunity to transform your relationship with your parents into one filled with love, respect, and understanding. It's never too late to start. Don't let the guilt fester or cause more harm. Instead, let it motivate you to act with sincerity and make things right. Allah is always ready to forgive and guide us, and through His mercy, you can rebuild your relationship with your parents and in turn, bring yourself closer to Him. 2. When you begin to appreciate their sacrifices. A powerful sign that Allah is urging you to improve your relationship with your parents is when you begin to truly appreciate the countless sacrifices they've made for you throughout your life. As children, we often don't fully understand the extent of the sacrifices our parents make until we grow older and start to experience life ourselves. The moment you start reflecting on their struggles, hard work, and the constant care they gave to ensure your well-being, that realization is a sign from Allah guiding you towards a deeper respect and love for them. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to take for granted the things our parents do for us. They wake up early, work long hours, endure stress, and sometimes even go without so that we can have everything we need. The sacrifices they make aren't always visible, but when you begin to notice them and understand the extent of their love for you, that's when your heart opens up to the reality of how much you owe them. When you realize the depth of their sacrifices, your perspective changes. You begin to see them not just as your parents, but as the true heroes in your life. Appreciating these sacrifices goes beyond simply acknowledging them. It means recognizing how their actions have shaped who you are today. Their sacrifices were made so you could have a better future, so you could have opportunities that they may not have had. When you truly appreciate this, your love and respect for them will naturally grow. You will feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude that pushes you to improve your relationship with them, not out of obligation, but out of genuine love and respect. It's important to realize that as we age and experience life, we are gradually learning to appreciate the very things we once took for granted. The moment we begin to feel that appreciation in our hearts, we are being called by Allah to act on it. A simple thank you or a gesture of kindness goes a long way in showing our parents how much we appreciate their sacrifices. Often, it's not the material gifts that matter most to them, but the emotional connection and the recognition of their efforts. Allah has made the relationship with our parents one of the most rewarding aspects of life. When we recognize the sacrifices they've made for us, we begin to understand that by showing them love and care, we are fulfilling a duty that Allah holds dear. We are blessed with an opportunity to give back to them, to care for them as they once cared for us, and to earn the pleasure of Allah in the process. When you begin to appreciate their sacrifices, you naturally feel a deep desire to repay them, to make their lives easier, and to ensure they feel loved and cherished. This realization can be a turning point in your relationship with your parents. It will motivate you to take practical steps to improve that relationship, whether it's by spending more quality time with them, helping them with daily tasks, or simply listening to their advice. When you act upon this appreciation, not only do you improve your bond with them, but you also draw closer to Allah. For in honoring our parents, we are honoring Allah Himself. The sacrifices our parents make for us are countless, and sometimes we may never fully understand them. But when you start to appreciate even the smallest of their efforts, it becomes a sign that Allah is calling you to a deeper level of gratitude and respect. Take this moment to reflect on your parents' sacrifices and allow that appreciation to motivate you to improve your relationship with them. Allah will reward you for it, both in this world and in the hereafter. 3. When you are guided to speak to them kindly. A transformative sign that Allah is calling you to improve your relationship with your parents is when you feel a natural inclination to speak to them kindly, with respect, and in a loving manner. Often, when we are young, we may not fully grasp the importance of our words. We may speak harshly, sometimes out of frustration, anger, or even carelessness, without realizing the impact our words can have. However, when Allah begins to guide you to speak to your parents with more gentleness, respect, and kindness, this is a clear sign that He wants you to improve your relationship with them. And submit yourself before them in humility, out of compassion, and say, "My Lord, be merciful to them as they have brought me up in my childhood." The expression "lower to them," the wing of humility, signifies that we should approach our parents with deep respect and understanding, acknowledging the immense value of their love and care. It's a reminder from Allah that no matter how much we grow or achieve in life, we should never let arrogance or pride take away the reverence we owe to our parents. When you start feeling the urge to speak to them in a soft and caring manner, it's a sign that Allah is helping you align your behavior with the teachings of Islam. Often, our tone and choice of words can have a profound impact on our relationship with others, especially with our parents. Harsh words can hurt, create distance, and lead to misunderstandings. But when we choose to speak kindly, with love and humility, we open the door to stronger, more positive connections. Sometimes, we may not realize how much we take our parents for granted. We assume that they are always there, and that we can speak to them any way we like. But this is a reminder from Allah that our parents are deserving of the utmost kindness and respect. Their love for us is unconditional, and we must reciprocate that love with the same level of patience, understanding, and care. The beauty of this guidance from Allah is that it teaches us the importance of controlling our emotions and refraining from speaking in anger or frustration. When you feel angry or upset with your parents, remember that it is not just your relationship with them that is affected. It is also your relationship with Allah. He commands us to speak with kindness, even in moments of tension. This is a test of our patience and humility. Speaking kindly doesn't mean we have to agree with everything our parents say or do, but it means that we communicate with them in a way that preserves the dignity of both parties. By speaking to your parents kindly, you not only make them feel loved and respected, but you also demonstrate your gratitude for all that they have done for you. Words have the power to heal and bring people closer together, and using them wisely can transform the dynamics of your relationship with your parents. If you find yourself guided to speak to them more respectfully, understand that it is a sign from Allah inviting you to improve your communication and deepen your bond with them. In addition, speaking kindly to your parents is an act of worship in itself. Allah values our relationship with our parents and rewards us for treating them well. When you strive to speak to them in the best way possible, you are not just making them happy. You are also earning Allah's pleasure. It's a small act with a huge reward. Remember, we all have our moments of frustration, but the key is to approach those moments with self-control, remembering the command of Allah to honor our parents with kindness. Let your words reflect the love and respect you have for them, and through that, you will find not only your relationship with your parents improving, but also your closeness to Allah growing stronger. 4. When you feel the urge to make dua for them. A profound sign that Allah wants you to improve your relationship with your parents is when you find yourself feeling the sincere urge to make dua, supplication, for them. Dua is not just a form of prayer. It's a powerful way to show love, care, and gratitude towards someone. When you feel compelled to pray for your parents, it is an indication that your heart has softened towards them, and Allah is inspiring you to turn to Him on their behalf. Making dua for your parents is an incredibly beautiful and powerful act in Islam. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us that one of the best ways to show love and care for our parents, especially after their passing, is by praying for them. Even if they are no longer with us in this world, our dua continues to benefit them in the hereafter. This shows the everlasting bond between parents and children, which continues beyond life. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "When a person dies, his deeds are cut off except for three: continuing charity, knowledge that others benefited from, and a righteous son who supplicates for him." It's a form of mercy and love that transcends time and space. When you make dua for your parents, you are not only seeking Allah's mercy for them, but you are also acknowledging the immense role they have played in shaping your life. It's a way of showing gratitude, not just through words or actions, but through a heartfelt prayer that comes from the deepest part of your soul. If you find yourself making dua for your parents, whether they are alive or deceased, take it as a sign that Allah is helping you develop a deeper connection with them. Dua is a personal and intimate act, and when you pray for your parents, you are inviting Allah's blessings into their lives. You are asking Allah to shower them with mercy, protect them from harm, and grant them peace, joy, and eternal happiness in the hereafter. This act of love and compassion has a profound impact, not only on your parents, but also on your own spiritual journey. Moreover, making dua for your parents is an act that brings you closer to Allah. It is a way of fulfilling the duty that He has entrusted to you as a child. By praying for their well-being, you are demonstrating your love for them and your awareness of the sacrifices they have made for you. Allah loves those who are dutiful to their parents and who remember them in their prayers. It's important to remember that dua is not just about asking for something. It is also a way of showing humility and gratitude. When you pray for your parents, you are acknowledging that their efforts and sacrifices have been a gift from Allah. You are recognizing their role in your life as part of His divine plan. This recognition can lead you to a more loving and respectful relationship with them, as you begin to see them through the lens of Allah's mercy and blessings. If your heart is moved to make dua for your parents, take that feeling as a divine sign. Don't let the opportunity pass by. Whether it's during your daily prayers or at times of difficulty, remember your parents and ask Allah to protect them, bless them, and reward them for all that they have done for you. The act of making dua is a continuous bond that strengthens your relationship with your parents and brings you closer to the pleasure of Allah. In Islam, dua is one of the most powerful tools for change. If you want to improve your relationship with your parents, begin by praying for them. This act of love will undoubtedly transform your connection with them, and through your dua, you will not only be helping them, but also enhancing your own relationship with Allah. It's a reminder that through dua, we seek to earn Allah's mercy, and in doing so, we draw closer to the people we love most in this world, our parents. We've learned that when Allah places signs in our hearts, like feelings of guilt, appreciation for sacrifices, the urge to speak kindly, and the inspiration to make dua, He's guiding us to improve one of the most important relationships in our lives. By recognizing these signs and acting on them, we not only bring joy to our parents, but also draw closer to Allah's mercy and blessings. So, take this moment to reflect on your relationship with your parents. Reach out to them, show them the love they deserve, and always remember that these actions are a direct path to pleasing Allah. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your thoughts with us in the comments below, and let us know how you're working on improving your relationship with your parents. Until next time, stay blessed, stay inspired, and keep exploring Deen with us on Deen Explorers.